Hello, everyone. Welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Gala. Before we do, we peek over at Bitcoin, kind of see what's going on with that bad boy. And we can kind of tell it's a little bit back on track, right? I don't want to get your hopes up too much, but this is a very healthy sign. I like to see where we're at right now. We had this descending wedge pattern. It looks like it broke to the upside there, which is fantastic. The 50-day simple moving average is now below the price action. Keep in mind, this isn't 100% confirmed. We still need to wait for the one-day candlestick to close, but generally speaking, we're definitely moving in the right direction. Keep in mind, Bitcoin sub 60,000 is still, I wouldn't say bearish, but on the short term, still considered to be so. So I definitely recommend waiting, of course, until the price is above 60,000 to essentially get your hopes up that we're back on track. But for right now, this is very, very good sign. We can see just quickly here on TD sequential, we're reaching a 6, so we do have potential of just say 3 to 7 more hours worth of bullish momentum. So that could continue on throughout the day. Just be mindful, tomorrow things could change a little bit, just being, Friday, the last day before the weekend. So again, just going to be a little bit more patient there. To my community members, thank you for your patience, of course. Only sending out swing trade signals for the moment, but I'll start sending out some CoinEx trades in the very near future as soon as we get a little more confidence from Bitcoin, right? So I just don't want to be premature and jump on in. But do dollar cost average, of course, into this as well as Ethereum specifically, and make sure that you are, averaging your positions. All right, let's take a quick look at Gala. Quick note too, if you're new to the channel, welcome first of all. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes, but just note that I love teaching people how to become better traders. I've been trading for over 15 years, and my goal is to essentially facilitate a learning environment here so you can walk away and be a little bit more self-sufficient. I have a trading community. Check that out in your own time, of course. Link in the description below. And we'll just go ahead and get to know you better later if that happens. If not, thanks again. So let's take a look at the one-day chart and work our way down. Obviously, there's some significant growth from Gala. Let's see here. We're looking at bottom to top, almost pretty much exactly 100% in 2 trading days. So bear in mind that's a lot of growth, and what goes up must come down. Not saying it's going to come down right now. I do think we'll still hit our profit target of 80 cents as a community. We actually took entry yesterday at 44 cents, and we've hit 2 of our 3 profit targets already. And it's a really, really cool situation, as most of us are experiencing, right? Sandbox. Even KuCoin before today was just going amazing. And all in all, excellent stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the technicals, right? So let's just keep in mind, 95 on the RSI on the one day, that's overextended. That's too much, all right? So we do have to expect some type of correction in the near future. Will it happen today? We'll find out soon here what the micro looks like. In other words, what the smaller time frame is telling us. But big picture, you can tell this is extremely overextended, and I think that we are still pretty much in overtime when it comes to TD sequential. In other words, we haven't had enough time to retrace or consolidate, and it shouldn't be this high, but it is, right? And that's the same case with a lot of these coins. Right now, there's a good 4 or 5 that are just specifically taking off, and it's all well and good, don't get me wrong, but just like we saw with Crow today, right, it's down maybe 10, 15, 20%, somewhere in that range, down the 70s, when it was breaching $1 or almost hitting $1 recently. So, again, it has to correct itself. There's just no other way around it. Be prepared for that here. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen right now. Traditionally, when you see big, large candles like this, they usually come in 3s. So we could expect maybe even a 3rd green day tomorrow, followed by a 4th red day. That's a very, very common candlestick pattern. Anyways, just a heads up on that. I'm going to remove this previous Fibonacci retracement line. We'll go ahead and redraw that out. In fact, some of these previous levels may not be relevant. We're just going to reestablish that. And then just a note too on the 4-hour chart, we are below, correction, the 50-day SMA is below the price action. That's pretty standard. We might see that intersect with the price eventually. I was obviously within a bit, I would say the next week or two, maybe even sooner, depending on how the price responds. But we had a pretty significant MACD convergence yesterday at 5 a.m. That was just before we considered taking entry in the morning. And the reason why is because that MACD convergence tells you that shift from bearish to bullish, right? And what it's doing is taking the 12-day exponential moving average and intersecting with the 26 in an upward fashion. That shows we have a significant change in momentum there, and the bulls are effectively in control. So that's why the MACD convergence on the 4-hour chart is probably one of the most pivotal indicators you could use. Ensure you are always using that on every single analysis, right? Just kind of like a little pre-qualification, right? You just check that box. Okay, cool. We got that. Let's move on. The next thing you move on to is, by the way, the Ishimoku Cloud. This is probably the most underrated tool that anyone has ever considered using based on the simple fact that I think it's just easy to misunderstand or look at it and be kind of disgusted by it. No offense. The name, the look, it's not the fantastic. It definitely doesn't fit the bill, right? For like rolling off the tongue. But generally speaking, what I'm getting at here is that we're in really, really good shape here for Gala even still. So take a look at this. Let me explain. First of all, check number one is to ensure the price is above the cloud. That's kind of just a pre-qualification. That's usually what I like to, bring up to my patrons. Like, hey, do you got a MACD convergence? Great. Is the price above the cloud? Extra great. That's what I refer to as a double rainbow. Now you're probably laughing right now if you're part of my community because you've seen some chats and you realize that double rainbow has multiple different connotations, meanings. But what I'm getting at here is that that's two really awesome things happening at one time that usually signals a great buy signal for a long position to go to the upside, right? We saw that here yesterday. Okay, so right around 9 a.m., I think it was converging right about here. I was like, hey, we should probably consider taking entry. 44 cents, the price is taken off. So we jumped in and obviously hit both of our profit targets. We're soon to hit our third. But what I'm getting at is that the price being, there's three qualifications, right, on the Ishimoku cloud. First of all, the cloud has to be below the price, right? So you can kind of see this here. Let me go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. The price has to be above the cloud. Second thing, we need to ensure that this baseline, this darker colored one, the one that moves slower, it's a slower moving average essentially, is below the conversion line, which is this blue line here. Now I changed the color to kind of make it match my MACD, so that way it makes it just a little bit easier to understand. But it'll probably be different colors for you by default. However, there's one that's moving faster. That's the conversion line. That needs to be above. With that being above, it basically just tells us we have check number 2, right? We got 2 checks there. The third check is, of course, this lagging span to be not intersecting with the price action. It needs to be clear of the price action. It cannot be touching. Therefore, we're all good and took entry, right? That is besides the point. What isn't besides the point here is the fact that we have this nice gap here between these two, telling us that we've got plenty of time before the price will come down. This doesn't take into consideration momentum. Keep that in mind. We can look at that separate because this is more so a momentum play. But what this does tell us is that with this price being so far behind here, that we've got probably literally about half to a full day's worth of trading before the potential of this intersecting with that. So in other words, the price could come up here, hit a resistance level. We don't know that yet. We're going to establish that soon. But it could hit a resistance level, right? And then it could get stopped out or whatever the case is, but it could essentially just kind of stunt its growth and continue upwards. A lot of different things can happen. That's irrelevant. What's relevant here is the fact that this hasn't intersected with this, and this hasn't come down to diverge, so to speak, with this here, right? That's a divergence, and that implies bearish momentum, okay? So all good things here for Ishimoku Cloud, right? Now, it does appear to be a bit on the overextended side with the price. That's all well and good, but we're looking very awesome, right? In big picture, all the boxes are checked here for this to continue moving upwards. Now let's go ahead and take another look at momentum here. In other words, TD sequential is really awesome about telling us if we have too much exhaustion, right? And what I mean by that is if you hit a 9 on TD sequential, which we did right here, it's supposed to retrace or consolidate. It's supposed to do one of the two things. It didn't retrace. I mean, it did a little, just a little dip, and then it ramped up. But if you can see here, this is a nice little period of consolidation. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 hours consolidation before it jumps to the upside. So according to TD sequential, that was enough time. It had basically four 1-hour candlesticks, 4 hours basically, before it decided to increase. So I gave it enough breathing room, right? So it's like, imagine running a marathon and, not resting in between circuits. It's probably going to be very difficult unless you're like a world class. So the key takeaway here is that it got a chance to breathe. It got that little nap, that nappy poo right in the middle or whatever you call it. And it's all well and good. And it decided to take off again. Therefore, this next run here, we saw it come up to an 8. We got another little reset because it came down just far enough. And now we're back up to a 2. Hypothetically, that basically just means that we have a potential of 7 to 11 more hours worth of bullish momentum. Right? Because we're supposed to hit a 9 and reset and either consolidate or retrace. So hitting this goal here of 80 cents, I think is extremely practical, considering the simple fact that it's almost already there and we haven't lost momentum. It has this very, very healthy continuation pattern. Now, I know it's a bit on the exaggerated side, but if you kind of look at this here, you can see this nice staircase pattern. This is what I try to teach to my patrons. If you see and identify a staircase pattern, it's healthy and it's moving in the direction you want to head. That's important. We need to see that, because if it's just, all these jagged slopes and, you got all these bells and whistles and all these YouTubers are telling you that it's an amazing entry, it's going to the moon. That's all fine and dandy, right? It can go to the moon. But half the time when it does that, it comes all the way back down where it came from. We don't want that. We want this coin to have a healthy continuation because it's already extremely over exaggerated on the big picture, right? So if we have this kind of pattern on a short term, and on the big picture, we're looking at a state of exhaustion for TD sequential, we're like well into overtime, and we've got two significantly large candlesticks hitting 100% growth in 2 days. You bet your butt you're going to need to see something like this on a continuation in order to have a healthy continuation, right? That's why it's going to probably hit its goal, because the simple fact that it's moving up there gradually, even though it is a bit on the aggressive side, it's still giving it enough time to consolidate that I feel confident it's going to hit that goal and probably exceed it, right? That's just kind of how I look at things, right? That's why you look at big picture. Excuse me, big picture. You look at Bitcoin and you understand holistically what's going on. You don't just look at one indicator and be like, "Oh, I'm good. Let's jump in." You got to take a little bit of time and analyze, but once you do, you'll come to find out that these things are important. So, anyways, those are a lot of those are ways in which we came to this conclusion. That's what I think we're going to see here soon. Let's pull up Fibonacci retracement and kind of get a quick little peek at what's going on here. So go ahead and pick the most recent high there. And we'll see. So best case scenario, and again, this is more liberal. I'm more conservative personally, but if this just say continues to have a healthy continuation like it has had so far, and we break past this little barrier here of about 76 cents, we're going to see somewhere in the upwards of a range of $1.12, and that could very well happen in the next 24 hours. Now again, bit on the overextended side, we look at the 1-day chart, we are well into overtime here, right? TD sequential is telling us this should not continue, but it is. That being said, most candlesticks come in patterns of 3, right? You got the 3 white soldiers. I would not be surprised if the price ramps up again tomorrow to hit somewhere between 85 and $1.12, and then decides to retrace, or if nothing else, consolidate for a decent amount of time. It should not go much further than it's at right now, but it can, because it has these healthy patterns. Continue those healthy patterns, and we'll be able to continue to see the price increase, if that makes any sense. So hopefully you found benefit and you understand what I mean here. And obviously you want to learn more, maybe have a leg up in the industry, feel free to join my Patreon community. I'm going to have to start limiting the amount of members here very, very soon. In fact, I had to open it up for a few other ones that I did promise to go ahead and get in the kind of just be able to get to join in there before the month's over. But anyways, check that out in your own time. I got a video describing kind of what that entails, but really cool experience. And I greatly and deeply appreciate my patrons too. Thank you all so much for believing in me and helping me help you, so to speak, because it makes a big difference in my life to know that I make a difference in yours, right? So thank you so much for that. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Thank you.